Lovers must not, like usurers, live for themselves alone. They must finally turn from their gaze at one another, back toward the community. If they had only themselves to consider, lovers would not need to marry, but they must think of others and of other things. They say their vows to the community as much as to one another, and the community gathers around them to hear and to wish them well, on their behalf and its own. It gathers around them because it understands how necessary, how joyful, and how fearful this joining is. These lovers, pledging themselves to one another until death, are giving themselves away, and they are joined by this as no law or contract could join them. Lovers then die into their union with one another as a soul dies into its union with God. And so here, at the very heart of community life, we find not something to sell as in the public market, but this momentous giving. If the community cannot protect this giving, it can protect nothing.
Marriage is in many ways a simplification of life, and it naturally combines the strengths and wills of two young people so that together they seem to reach farther into the future than they did before. Above all, marriage is a new task and a new seriousness, a new demand on the strength and generosity of each partner, and a great new danger for both. The point of marriage is not to create a quick commonality by tearing down all boundaries. On the contrary, a good marriage is one in which each partner appoints the other to be the guardian of their solitude, and thus they show each other the greatest possible trust. The merging of two people is an impossibility, and where it seems to exist, it is a hemming in, a mutual consent that robs one party or both parties of their fullest freedom and development. But once the realization is accepted that even between the closest people, infinite distances exist, a marvelous living side by side can grow up for them if they succeed in loving the expanse between them, which gives them the possibility of always seeing each other as a whole and before an immense sky. Life is self-transformation, and human relationships, which are an extract of life, are the most changeable of all, and they rise and fall from minute to minute, and lovers are those for whom no moment is like any other. People between whom nothing habitual ever takes place, nothing that has already existed, but just what is new, unexpected, and unprecedented. There are such connections, which must be a very great and almost unbearable happiness, but they can occur only between very rich beings. Between those who have become, each for his own sake, rich, calm, and concentrated. Only if two worlds are wide and deep and individual can they be combined. That is why this too must be the criterion for rejection or choice. Whether you're willing to stand guard over someone else's solitude, and whether you're able to set the same person at the gate of your own depths, which he learns of only through what steps forth in holiday clothing out of the great darkness. For the more we are, the richer everything we experience is, and those who want to have a deep love in their lives must collect and save for it and gather honey.
I do not offer the old smooth prizes, but offer rough new prizes. These are the days that must happen to you. You shall not heap up what is called riches. You shall scatter with lavish hand all that you earn or achieve. However sweet the laid-up stores, however convenient the dwellings, you shall not remain there. However sheltered the port, however calm the waters, you shall not anchor there. However welcome the hospitality that welcomes you, you are permitted to receive it but a little while. Afoot and light-hearted, take to the open road. Healthy, free, the world before you, the long brown path before you, leading wherever you choose. Say only to one another, Camarado, I give you my hand. I give you my love, more precious than money. I give you myself before preaching or law. Will you give yourself to me? Will you come travel with me? Shall we stick together as long as we shall live?
Let love be genuine. Hate what is evil. Hold fast what is good. Love one another with honor. Do not lag in zeal. Be ardent in spirit. Serve the opportune time. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in suffering. Persevere in prayer. Contribute to the needs of the saints. Extend hospitality to strangers. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse them. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Weep with those who weep. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be haughty. Associate with the lowly. Do not claim to be wiser than you are. Do not repay anyone evil for evil, but take thought for what is noble in the sight of all. If it is possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. If your enemies are hungry, feed them. If they are thirsty, give them something to drink. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good.